This is TWiT.
Tech Break is brought to you by ACI Learning. IT skills are outdated in about 18 months. Stay ahead of the curve and future-proof your business competitiveness with customizable, entertaining training. Fill out the form at go.acilearning.com/twit for more information on a free 2-week training trial for your team.
No.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? Google's in hot water.
Talk about Twitter.
I was going to say.
Oh, God. What?
Twitter has been in
I don't
news,
like
right?
it anymore, but this is like a legit thing that we should probably talk about.
So it started on Saturday morning.
Speaking of German.
Twitter was locked in a chaotic doom loop, writes The Guardian. Actually, writes Siva Vaidyanathan.
Siva, or our friend Siva.
Oh.
Now it's on the verge of collapse. So Elon, we don't know exactly what happened, and I've seen differing theories about this. One is, you may remember that Elon's Twitter had a lot of services running at AWS. He didn't want to do that. He moved them to Google Cloud, but then, in a fatal mistake, didn't pay his Google Cloud bill. Mm-hmm. Some have pointed out that the Google term ended June 30th, that the new contract would begin July 1st. That was coincidentally when this all started to happen, and that maybe Google had turned off those services. In any event, Elon tweeted on Saturday morning, I see a lot of bad companies, thousands of them, scraping Twitter, and we've got to do something about this, so we're going to put rate limits on Twitter. If you are he called it verified. What he really should have said is
subscribe, maybe
$8 a month payer of
$8. If you're an $8
schmuck, you're going to get, what were the limits, initial limits?
600?
1,000. No, it was a lot if you pay for it.
And you paid.
Yeah.
100,000.
Yeah. You could see 100,000 tweets a day. Let me see if I get these, because they changed them. So let me go back. This is from the Voice of America. Twitter users who pay for verified accounts, 6,000. Oh, it wasn't very many tweets a day. Unverified accounts, 600 tweets a day. That's me and you if you don't play for a blue check. New accounts, unverified but actual accounts, 300 a day. And if you don't have an account, 0. You can't actually see Twitter. And the idea, he said, was, well, we got people scraping Twitter. You're going to have an account if you're going to do that, at least. Now, I saw one theory that said this DDoSed Twitter because there are millions of sites out there with links to tweets, none of which are logged in.
Right.
And all of those pages trying to hit the Twitter site and getting refused brought Twitter down. But then there was an interesting Mastodon post by a web developer who noted that this was happening. Let me see if I can find this. I think his name was Sheldon. He's actually a follower. I follow him on Mastodon. He follows me. He said, oh, I know what's going on. Twitter is DDoSing itself. And he actually posted...
So funny.
He actually posted a video of the developer page on Twitter going like request. And
scroll bar, is that what I remember?
Yeah, it was a jiggling scroll bar. And but that's a theory. No one really knows what happened. For whatever reason, it brought Twitter down basically on Saturday morning for a few hours. Twitter.
Elon, can you imagine Elon jumping to a conclusion about what's doing it and go off and fix it? I've worked for moguls. That's the way they are. They just fix this now.
Sheldon Chang is the guy's name. Oh, and it's down right now. But Sheldon posted a video that sounded pretty credible. So it could be that not paying your bills screwed things up. It could be Elon screwed him up somehow. We just don't know. Nevertheless, the rate limits caused real problems. Now, interestingly, I think everything's back to normal now, right? It didn't last that long.
I never really saw any problems, but I'm not in there all the time.
Twitter said
you're not like a diehard tweeter.
Yeah.
You'd have, even to see 100 tweets, you'd have to work hard at it.
Oh, I don't think that'd be that hard.
Oh, no, I can go through 100 tweets like in the morning before I even get out of bed.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, well.
That tells us much.
Yeah, mashed potato.
Stacey can't face the day, so she turns to Twitter.
So,
I read the internet before I get up.
I do too.
I do too.
I read the internet when I go to bed, and when I get up, and before I get up, and before I go to bed.
Oh, not before bed.
I read it all the time.
I read it, but dang, I don't think I get through 100 posts though. That's wow.
Well, that's because you're reading.
You just scroll. You're looking for something to read. You scroll. You go through 100 easy.
Wow.
That's blowing Ant's mind.
Impressive.
Yesterday,
I wasted that much of my life.
Can we
yesterday,
talk about
Twitter. Well, hold on. We're going to finish this.
Yeah, finish Twitter.
Ridiculous timeline. Yesterday, Twitter posted on their business.twitter.com account to ensure the authenticity of our user base, we must take extreme measures to remove spam and bots from our platform. So this is an entirely new thing. That's why we temporarily limited usage, so we could detect and eliminate bots and other bad actors that are harming our behavior. This is the third story now.
Well, that's working for you.
Any advance notice on these actions would have allowed bad actors to alter their behaviors. That's why we had to spring it on you. At a high level, we're working to prevent these accounts from scraping people's public Twitter data to build AI models. Oh, so that was it. And 2, manipulating people in conversation on the platform in various ways. So Elon's basically initially said scraping, and now he's saying manipulating. Currently, the restrictions affect a small percentage of people using the platform. We'll provide an update when the work is complete. As it relates to our customers, effects on advertising have been minimal.
Because we don't have any.
Yeah. While this work will never be done, we're all deeply committed to making Twitter a better place for everyone. Meanwhile, Blue Sky, Mastodon, the new one, Spill, which is, I guess, Spill the Tea for Black Twitter refugees, have all seen huge influxes of people. And the biggest consequence of this is Facebook decided to announce that tomorrow they're going to launch Threads, their Twitter clone. Meta. Did I say Facebook? It's really Instagram.
It's
Threads.
Though, but
Threads.
Meta property.
Yeah.